not seeking your righteousness. You're seeking his righteousness. This is what will give us a freedom. This is what will set us free in a lot of areas that we struggle in, okay? You're not seeking for your own righteousness, you're seeking his righteousness. And then there's a promise, and all these things. It is not saying perhaps, maybe, when you follow all the rules, when you obey, all the precepts of the Lord, these things will be added. No, it's just saying, seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. Why will they be added? Because you've sought for it? Not really. Let me tell you in on a secret that I was supposed to tell you later on, but let me just say it now. These things will be added. The word added, it's something very automatic, okay? It's something like, it's like a response. It's like when you touch me, I respond. That is what the kingdom of God is, okay? That is what the kingdom of God is like. You touch it, there's a response. You touch it, there's a response. But we are going to understand all these things. Let's just go precept by precept, word by word, verse by verse, and we will understand this, okay? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I will most probably have told you how to reach me in case you have any questions, okay? But what I'm saying is, so these things will be given to you because the moment you seek the kingdom and his righteousness, remember I said, who seeks for these things? It is the joy, it is the honor, it is the pride of God to hide these things. Then it is the glory, it is the joy of you, a king, a son, to search them out. So these things will be given to you because you're a son. Now, what will help us understand why these things will be given is what I had mentioned earlier as context, okay? And the reason why I chose this verse is because Jesus is talking to his disciples. I don't know if they were Pharisees, I'll confirm. Then he's telling his disciples, come on guys, Daddy knows you need food. Daddy knows you need hair money. Daddy knows you need money to provide for your family. Your daddy knows what you need. Like, God knows. He knows all these things. And he's telling them not to worry. Instead of worrying, he's telling them, seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. Wait a minute. He was telling them, Apo Jew, before that, he says, your father knows these things. And then after that, he comes and says, seek the kingdom of God. So we can actually say, seek the kingdom of your father. Even in real life, when you know you are entitled to something in your family, you're entitled to a certain seat, to a certain plate, to a certain amount of food. Yeah, for the boys, there's a certain amount of food that they are entitled to, okay? When you know that, you ask boldly. That is why now the next things that Jesus is talking about is asking. Because you cannot ask if you do not seek and know that this is yours. You will beg. And that is not what you're called for. You are not to beg God. He's your father. Begging ended a long time ago when man did not know who he really is. But right now, you have been awakened. You have been brought to this truth. I have been brought to this truth. Okay? And God has become daddy. And he knows we need these things. And he's saying, ask. And it shall be given. And that is why now, the rest of this course, I am going to focus on those, like I said, those few words. Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, knock, So, these things will be added unto you because you will ask and it will be given. It will be given God, by saying ask, God is not saying beg. You will ask because you know you're an heir. You'll ask. You just say, Daddy, I need this. Daddy, can I have that? Okay, I took that. I took that and I used it for that and that. And he will go like, okay, okay. Or I say like, oh, why didn't you take more?